Well, how big an incentive is it to the players to achieve this undefeated season? It's quite an exciting opportunity.
Yeah, it's something we talk about. Obviously, we've already won the league, but I think we're really focused on doing that. Try to stay undefeated, take one game at a time, like we've done the whole season, and now looking forward to Hibs. I think we've had some tough games against them this season, so we know it's going to be a big challenge.
Charles Patterson, please.
Morning, Philip. Obviously, the club announced yesterday that everybody involved, players and staff, are going to take a break from social media for a week due to the issues around racist abuse that players have been suffering. How important a message is this, and how much discussion have you had as a group about why you need to do this?
Yeah, I think it was a decision from the club and also the players. You know, we all stand behind it, and it's something we want to do to hopefully change the situation as it is today. So hopefully we can, together with other clubs, we could get some kind of change.
Andrew McLean, please.
Morning, Phil. We've obviously seen evidence of some of the awful things that have been sent to some of your teammates that they've posted on social media. That can't be nice for anyone at the club to see. Have you seen it affect those players at all?
I think it's hard to see it really when you meet them. I think they're strong characters and they don't maybe not showing it, but it's awful, to anyone that gets those kind of abuse, and it can affect people. Like if you're a more fragile person, it'll probably affect even more. But so that's the change we want to see coming.
Gavin McCafferty, please.
Well, but have you seen the squad really rallying around the guys who've been subjected to that abuse, and has that been very important? You show that they've all got your support.
Yeah, I think it's of course it's important that we all show our support, and we're a team, and we always try to stick together, and that's what we certainly need to do at a time like this.
Joe Hendry, please.
Phil, the league wrapped up. There's progress in the Scottish Cup. What's the motivation for you guys going into a game like Sunday against Hibs?
Yeah, as I said earlier, we're playing against a team that we've had problems with this season. Even though we've won 2 games 1-0 and 1 draw, and so we know it's going to be a tough game, and we want to keep on doing what we've been doing all season. I know it sounds maybe a bit boring, but one game at a time, and that's all our focus now, and then we'll take the next game after that.
Ronnie Charters, please.
Hi Phil, you mentioned that you want to see other clubs show their support. I think there's 3 clubs in the UK right now who are following or doing the social media blackout. Are you hoping that other clubs may get involved in this to take a stand together?
Yeah, of course I do, and then I'm not saying there is many ways to do something about it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a boycott, but we something to change the climate on social media as it is today. I think it's something that we all need to think about and try to do something about it.
Gabriel from PLZ, please.
Hi Phil, just going back to the game on Sunday, you're up against Hibs. You said they've been really tough opponents. What specifically do you think makes them tough to play against? And would you say they've been the hardest team to play overall in the league this season?
Yeah, well, they're 3rd in the league, so they're a good team, first of all. Then, we've had some tough games. Where now the last game we played at their ground, and it was a bit of a bad pitch when the game got a bit scrappy, but that's what we've also been good at this season, I think, to handle different types of games, different situations. But yeah, Hibs are a good team, and that's probably why it's been tough.
John Campbell to finish off, please.
Morning, Phil. The defensive record's been such an important part of the team's success this season. The captain, James Tavernier, has obviously signed a new deal earlier in the week. How big an influence has he been on yourself, and how important is it that he's now signed up for another 3 years?
Yeah, well, it's fantastic news, and he's the club's captain, and so we're lucky to have him for a few more years, and I think he's, as many other players, he's been fantastic for us. Scored a lot of goals, assists. So he's of course he's a big part of the team. Also outside of the pitch.